So my last video cut off real disrespectful, like in the middle, because my size limit was reached on the other device. So I'm back. I was talking about July's up and down moments. I think I last said, the down moment. The up moment was she was a house slave instead of a field slave. So she was privy to stuff that the field ones wasn't. Then the another up moment was, she got to be with a man that she was liking and stuff like that. She ended up getting to make love to him and having his baby. But the down moment came when they got caught and they killed him right in front of her face. Then they hung her mom because her mom was saving her after she had been separated from her mom for all them years. Her mom was saving her from getting caught and stuff like that. So after that, that's when, she met the white, I guess he would be a settler or whatever, and he liked her better than he liked the white woman. And, he got her pregnant, he was in love with her. And of course, when the black folks didn't listen to him and do what he wanted them to do, he got frustrated with her. So, she had a down moment. And that's when, of course, they ended up taking her baby. Then she went on. She was homeless. So that was another down moment, or a squatter, that's what they called her. Then she had an up moment by getting a case dismissed when they were trying to accuse her in court of doing, stealing a hen or something like that because she was homeless and hungry and wanted to eat. Then it just so happened, or, non-coincidentally, coincidentally, her son, I forgot to mention that she gave up a son, the son that she had with Nimrod, who got killed. I don't know why. Would have to go back and see why she gave him up. But maybe she just couldn't bear to look at him and stuff like that after that happened. And he grew up 34 years later, and he ended up running into her, and had been looking for his mom and stuff. And so he ended up, letting her live in his house and taking care of her, probably for the rest of her life or whatever, which was awesome. That's awesome when you have boys and stuff like that and but, and he had his own family and stuff like that, but he wanted to take care of his mom. Yeah, she probably got to tell him that the story of his dad, how his dad died and stuff like that. But anyway, it kind of ended on with that, where she was up and so I just relate to her like that. It's times I be up and definitely feeling up, and probably don't even really be up for real, but be feeling up and feeling good. And then it's those moments where, my daughter got separated from here. I wanted a man to I felt like he loved me at times, but I wanted him to develop that respect, that consistent respect for me, and grace and all of that good stuff, that didn't come, or didn't seemingly come. Then, and then just throughout life, just all types of stuff. Of course, I did that jail stint type thing, you know what I'm saying? I got charges pressed on me. They got dismissed. So just be in and out of that up and down. It's like, it's so unstable. And for me, I just feel like I didn't mean to connect myself to people that was double-minded and unstable, but evidently there had to be some type of seed in me for me to feel like, I was comfortable with that. So that's how I feel, whatever, regarding that. Right now I'm trying to let this video upload because the device cut off in the middle of me talking. But that's what I was saying. I can relate to Caroline and July, and It was just something. Then there was another girl in the movie, in the series, who was a light skinned girl, and she was thinking she was better than the dark skin and all of that, whatever. I was just like, man, this is crazy. But anyway, just back to speaking regarding my son and stuff like that. Like, as a mother, I don't want to see him cry and stuff like that. I love when they're smiling and laughing. But it's like in that moment, what can I do? So I'm supposed to just go out here and use the money to keep buying stuff that y'all breaking and tearing up and not taking care of for as long as he took care of it. But he got to that point where he put a open container there, and that's just what it was. And so I called the other day. I tried to do the warranty beforehand, but they said if it's a spill, there's nothing you can do. And then they said you can't even really get an extended warranty because they know it's a spill. So I took that as well. It's times when it's like, God, you win, you in control. And, not that I'm competing with God, but, sometimes you feel like you are like, God, okay, I'm going to get my way. And he be like, no, this is what's finna happen. So I didn't have no choice. And I've told my kids, I submit and obey to God. There's nothing I can do. And so hopefully it doesn't bring about tough times and just crazy times between me and my sons. But of course, their dad leaving them behind, he wants me to experience the tough parts and stuff like that. And, and instead of him having to face it. So, of course, it would be, if any, it would be towards me. But I just pray. I pray that my son is wise and don't become disrespectful or anything like that. Even in his disappointment, his anger, I pray he knows how to forgive, learns how to forgive, and move forward. And usually he does. He be good. But that's usually because he knows that opportunity for him to get on his device and do what it is that he been wanting to do came back. And it's so crazy because I bought things for his computer that he was asking for, and I purchased some features and stuff for his game, and that makes me feel like spending money, I'm wasting money and stuff like that. But God, so that's where I'm at with that. I'm just patiently waiting for this other video to load because I need for this one to go on there first before this one that I'm doing right now. For one, it's longer and it explains more, but yeah, for two, I want it to be done in order. So, but that's pretty much all I really got to say. I'm just tired of hearing about the slavery stuff. Then I hear about some guys got escorted out of the mall because they was wearing hoodies, and some white women went in the mall and they were wearing hoodies too. And I just felt like that's still not doing nothing. They said they were doing it to prove a point to see if they were more, if they were profiled or whatever, racially profiled. And I'm like, that shines more of a light on, to me, people's stupidity and ignorance and whatever, and they want to be, whatever. But it's still not no resolution. It's just kind of still like, feels like it's making a mockery. We're just laughing and we're just wasting time and we're just spinning wheels and going nowhere. So anyway, I don't know. This is what this is how I see it, perceive it. And y'all see that trash over there in that yard. Like, I wish they would stop throwing trash in the ditch and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, why throw your trash out the window? Why not just put it in a trash bag or wait till you get somewhere and throw it in the trash or whatever? But so that's when I be feeling like, well, it's only me, or I'm one of the few that's really trying to, quote unquote, maintain the hood or get the hood to be better than what we've had it, before. And I know I'm not the only one, but I just feel like one of the few, because other people are just like careless. They ain't worried about that, or it just may be that their area of care is somewhere else, just similar to me, because I don't really care about every single thing that other people care about. But yeah, I don't know what it was as far as me having a dream about a man being in jail, or some men being in jail, some black men. One was laying on his stomach, and I just kept seeming like I was in the body of him, and I felt like they were going to do something to my back, cut it open, and you know what, that could symbolize regarding um the lashes, the whip, get them getting hit with the whip and stuff. But I don't know, I felt like they was gonna cut it open. Then it was something mentioned about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. We don't want them to come here. We don't want them to come here because it wasn't tidy, it wasn't clean and stuff like that. It wasn't in order like they wanted it to be. And it's something about shaking maybe Meghan Markle's hand or maybe both of their hands. I don't know. I I admire Prince Harry. Is it Harry? Because he left the quote unquote compound and took his wife and stuff like that. He wasn't sticking around for whatever they had, the royals had going on. So I like that and I respect that and I admire that. But I don't know, other than that, I don't know why Meghan and Harry is popping up in my dreams, dimension of them or whatever. Because, yeah. Then they talking about going to war and people over in Dubai and stuff like that, doing stuff, living luxury, but talking about going to war. Did I think about it? I got two sons. Thank God they're not of enlisting age right now, but I just hope and pray that, that they're never forced into nothing like that, and that definitely if they ever was to go, and I know you can't do, I think they don't do both of them because they wouldn't want a mother to lose all her sons from what I was told, both of her sons, if you know what I'm saying. But shit, both of my sons is of equal value. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's priceless. So it just don't. I don't know. Some stuff don't be adding up to me. So I don't know. But if they, if they was ever to go in the military, I've got bloodline relatives that have went through the military and you know what I'm saying, made it out, made it through. I'm been the type that told my kid, baby, you probably want to get you a good old dishonorable discharge or something like that. But yeah, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't know, man. There's just a lot going on, so I haven't kept up on that. But I'm going to watch this other video, uh, where I guess somebody got called a racial slur, and like I said, I'm not in the mood for that. But that's just been how the day is going as far as um what I'm doing. So I'm praying that God revealed to me. I be starting to feel something like, oh, something's opening up. I'm getting an epiphany. I understand, but I don't understand. I can relate to, like I said, what that lady went through, as far as as far as July getting taken from her mom, but being a woman of prayer, I just was like, was they women of prayer? And it doesn't seem like July was, so they were more so praying to the ancestors and stuff like that, and that's what I heard. That's what I was seeing on the other little documentary I watched. They were praying to the ancestors more so, and I don't do that, and I don't partake in that. And I was thinking last night, have my ancestors even came and visited me? Like, I got a deceased granddad who's been in the grave for so long. He ain't came to visit me not once. My deceased grandma have came and not came, but been in my dreams and stuff. But I feel like that's because I was with her a whole lot, so my memories and stuff compartmentalized and everything. It just pops up, and I do believe the dreams are significant, but I don't believe that it's her visiting me. Um, Again, could I be wrong? Yeah, but so anyway, they were praying to the ancestors and relying on ancestor type stuff, spiritual stuff, and yeah, so that's what I've seen a lot of. And like I said, I'm a woman of faith, so I just know that it's only the grace of God that's getting me there. And I used to, it looks like, how could y'all continue going on living when y'all kids are not get taken from you? And look at me, I'm living, but I almost want to say barely, but I ain't giving the devil no type of nothing. no type of foothold, no type of nothing. But yeah, I'm living, and it's by the grace of God. It ain't me. I would probably choose to sulk and pout and be upset. And even the boys' so-called dad said one time when we were watching for colored girls, he was like, "That's you." He would say, "I was the one who, after Michael Ealy threw the kids out the window." I mean, damn, duh, that'd be you. You'll be in heck yeah. I'm gonna crawl somewhere, and I mean, I ain't necessarily saying I'm gonna try to die, but I'm gonna surely feel like dying. You can drop them kids out the window and stuff like that, and so heck yeah. But anyway, mine, I have to give God the glory, and that's my strength comes from prayer. For me to keep going, it comes from prayer. And why I haven't cried 1,000 times over this whole thing. Now, I've cried some, but I ain't cried 1,000 times. I ain't even cried 100 times. Probably barely cried 10, if that. It's because God have strengthened me and empowered me. So that's all I can say is if they was praying people and they don't really portray these people to be praying people, they portray some people to be, you know, supposed to be Christian and putting their hands on the Bible and swearing on the Bible and stuff like that, but they didn't portray a lot of people in this show to be praying people. So that's why I just be wondering, were they people of faith back then, and whatever. Seeing people get hung, seeing this, seeing that, whatever. So anyway, with that said, that's it. I hope my son is better. I don't hear him crying. I always like to check on him after, but right now I'm gonna just chill for a sec because I got something I need to watch. Well, I want to watch.